Hi, it's Bex here from channel bexbugoutsurvivor, and today it's going to be a quick first impressions and first YouTube look at the Snugpak Kit Monster. 120 litres, holds everything your military Bergen would and more. Okay, I thought I was sticking to somewhat of a public footpath, but I've just spotted a massive bull and I never know whether these things are going to run after me. I'm going to give you a shot of him. He's huge. There he is. He's stood up to me. He knows I'm here. He's making one hell of a snorting noise. So long as he knows I'm here, we should be alright. But I am going to get ready to run about now. Oh, ridiculous. Well, like I was going to say there before we was rudely interrupted and I had to do the 500 metre dash, which today is a quick first impressions review and the first impressions on YouTube as well of the Snugpak Kit Monster. 120 litres. I'm going to use it as my field bag, not my bob, my bugger off bag. I'll keep that as a Bergen and I'll dress it very differently to how I carry the camp pack. I'm puffed out. I'm going to have 5 over here and then we'll talk properly. Okay, it's been about the third, maybe the fourth time I've tried this little pack out. It's not to replace the British Army Bergen, it's because, for anyone who knows the channel, I have a slip disc and it's not getting any easier. So what I wanted is something a little more like my tactical deployment, which is a really good bit of kit. But this is really easy to carry on your back, especially if you have a volume of kit rather than a weight of kit, although this does hold all the weight that I need. Today I've packed this up with I think the hammock setup, so I can swap between hammock setup, a bivvy setup, a tent setup, and I don't really need to alter the pack itself, my Bergen. That stays now as an emergency facility, my go-to bag. That bull's still looking. So that will stay in a ready form with maybe my MSS, a solar reflective sheet. Not so much the cooker and things. I've decided on the bug out, if I had to do it, I'd use a more natural fire, stones, and build a chimney stove. And so all I'll need are fire lighters and maybe even just some kindling to get it going. So let's have a look at the Snugpak Kit Monster in a bit more detail. Okay, here's the Snugpak logo there, showing you that's original, that's still tied on. Haven't gone through all of it. Don't know how much is writing you're going to see. Capacity 120 litres. Colour is olive. Okay, let's go through the inside first, I think. 2 really sturdy YKK style zips. So I can open out both sides, open up the flap, and as you can see, this is the inside here. This is my USGI military sleep system. Now the main compartment here that you can see me zipping up now is 120 litres. So all the volume that you get in your Bergen, shy of the side rocket pouches of course, will fit inside the bulk. On here is a side compartment for knickknacks. Okay, let's go through some of the compression straps and I'll show you what I use them for. Okay, these are the side compression straps, and like any bit of kit, you can really cinch down there to get a really compact load. Just as easy to undo them, but it makes an ideal place to put your kit. On both the sides of your Kit Monster, on the bottom and the top. Now on the bottom of mine I have a folding ground pad. Now I have had a tent attached lengthways to the side, even something else that you may want to carry. But if you have a look at mine, on the top I just have that's my hammock setup, my new hammock setup, well, the new design that I've trialing out. And on top a separate zip to the main compartment for other things. And look at this, it makes into a dry sack. Let's put them there for now. A massive dry sack, almost big enough for your lightweight sleeping bag. Really clever bit of kit that. Here just first aid kit and an inflatable pillow. So this here is packed up, ready for a hammock camp. I always like to go with the MSS now in a hammock. It is so much better, so much warmer. It's just a brilliant bit of kit to use in a hammock, your MSS. There's the hammock setup itself. Now it is actually has a built-in roof, so I don't need to string up a tarp separately to the actual hammock. It's a case of putting it up, getting in. And the reason why I've gone with this is it is just so versatile. It will carry a camping kit, it will carry a survival kit, it will carry a hammock kit, but this is something that I'm going to use which is probably a little more interchangeable for me, so I can swap kits over depending on what kind of night out it is, where I'm going, how warm it is, which is a horrible thing to do with your Bergen. You're forever pulling things out, replacing them depending on the season and time of the year. With your bob or your bug out bag, that really is paramount to keep it in one unit most of the year, if not all the time. Build it up the once and leave it. With this, I wanted something a little more interchangeable. First of all will be the grab handle over the shoulder for quick deployment. Secondly would be the rucksack shoulder straps. I don't know why I have a problem with that word. Fully adjustable to suit your build. Next would be the carry handles to use it as a luggage bag. And least of all, the corner to corner shoulder strap, extra velcro padding, which offers really good shoulder support there. Okay, we're going to go back to Base Camp HQ and have a look at different ways I've managed to pack different kits, whether it be from your survival kit, your bug out bag, your camp kit, your hammock kit. A lot of it will go in at the same time, although I'm not sure I'd want to carry it all. I'm on my way back across that field and I totally forgot about Billy the Bull. Now perhaps a better way of doing this is hooking your tent to the bottom rather than having it in the pack, and along the top here is my roll mat, so all the space is completely almost empty. Other than, of course, my survival tools. Now my survival tools will be some kind of water filterization unit, which is part of the survival toolkit. But here's mine. It's the 10 litre pouch off the Bergen. Now any 10 litre pack like this with all your bits and pieces for survival, your tools, is more than adequate. So I'm going to zoom you in with the survival kit actually inside, like that, and you'll see just how much room there is left over. I still have the cooker in place, the stove, and mess tin set. This can be minimised to a different kind of unit to save even more space. Here's my tool pack here, and all this additional space here. There must be nearly 30 litres of space left over just here. Would be my secondary clothing supply. And in addition to being able to put the tent lengthways at the base of the Kit Monster, the tent is now vertical alongside the pack, so I can stow extras on the top, the bottom, and even both sides using the compression straps. That's what they're meant for, to compress the load. I use them to carry additional gear if required. And when I've seen other people's bobs, you know, your bag for going away, I call them bobs, bugger off bag, and they have plenty of kit, including firearms and things like that, but no additional clothing. Now when I think having to bug out, I really think indefinitely, perhaps there's no coming back, so I need a decent shelter kit. I need definitely a ground mat, survival tools, absolutely paramount. The cooking set, eventually the white gas, petrol for it will run out, and although I could probably source some more, I'd probably just use a fire to do all my cooking, cleaning, keeping me warm, so that would even save more space. Anyway, tools of the trade. Yours are going to be very different to mine. A lot of you have seen it before. It's not the lightest, doesn't need to be, it has to be the best. It has to be practical. As you can see, it is huge. It has the shoulder straps with poly fittings here, centre carry handle and a shoulder strap, and I have everything in here. Go away here. I have everything in here that my Bergen would carry, including my MSS system. I have my roll mat on top, I have my hammock system in, and it's very easy to carry. Okay, there's the logo, Snugpak Kit Monster 120 litre. 120 litres for the Kit Monster, so it carries the equivalent amount of volume, which includes a lot of my surplus gear, such as my MMS, as I've said before, and a lot of camping kit. So if you were to condense it down to, say, something like a normal camp kit, tent, sleeping bag, your standard stove, this would hold a hell of a lot. Already I can tell you this is a lot easier to carry. It hasn't got a back support or any kind of frame built in or attached to it, so you are carrying a dragged weight. But even on saying that, it really does displace the weight of the volume you carry, and it's so easy to carry. I think, at least for this year, it could be the kit of choice. As you can see, this is the US GI MSS in its stuff sack inside. Stove back in, canteen set back in. Still have a lot of room left over here for field essentials and rations and spare clothing. Okay, now you may decide you want to carry a smaller, more conventional kit just for camping, and that's not a problem. This kind of thing I'd just take on a simple overnighter. They are my spare clothing. That's big heavy fleece, and these are fleece lined cargo trousers. This is my 4-season sleeping bag, that's ducked down. And you've seen this before, that's the Starlight 1 tent. It's a tent, sleeping bag, spare clothing, and again my usual mess tins and petrol stove. So I'm going to strip out the components that are army surplus out of that, put a more standard conventional pack in, and let's see what difference that offers. there's still plenty of room left over. As you can see, I can still compress the sides. There's plenty of room still left. I can compress the top. There's a lot more that can go into here. And of course, as usual, I'm carrying my roll mat on the top. That's the Snugpak Kit Monster.